need you now just to clear.
Ew.
Yeah.
The lingering of the last song.
Yeah.
I love you, Benji.
Shout out to Kenn.
I had enough of those lives. You hang around all them niggas at the scene, but you never gave me your time.
I know some girls like
I
that.
mean, explain, but a nigga really seen that you never really were honestly. We've been so frustrated. What a main one causing complications. I need time.
Y'all go stream this right now on all platforms. That man Kenn, Kenn. This song is called Relocation by Kenn. Yeah.
This ain't love, baby.
Oh yeah, he go in the second verse. This is my verse right here.
Love, baby, no, this ain't love, no. Love, baby, no, this ain't love, no. Lately, I've been only getting better. She just made an OnlyFans to get wetter. I just got a new girl, a trendsetter. She just got a new man with no pressure. I know that you just want me for my dog.
Yes, she does.
That you just need me to grow. That you just use me when he goes.
She do all of it. This is the same energy Kanye made gold diggers with.
All them niggas at the scene,
But you never gave me your time. Well, I hit that.
really seen that you never really were
I'll let you have it.
We've been so frustrated.
Yeah, and that's Relocation. Relocation by Kenn, the artist name. We love Kenn. And here at Club JaeBean, we're recording at the best studio in the world, the best event center in the world, Club JaeBean. It's your boy Jaekwon, along with his man Ashton Kellogg, and this is Diversify with Ashton Kellogg featuring Jaekwon Williams.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Like,
Oh, yeah. Clap for us. Clap for the Kings.
woo!
There we go.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that. Oh man, but hey, that was fire. That's it. But I definitely got to go check out the whole project. The name of the project is Intrusive Thoughts, and I know some of y'all ain't got the best education. I don't know how to spell intrusive, but I'm gonna spell it for you. INTRUSIVE. Thoughts. THOUGHTS. Intrusive Thoughts by artist named Kenn. KENN. And string that.
I was thinking that would have been really bad if you had spelled it wrong.
I really don't know how to spell. That's the sound of a genius, right?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that before.
From me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So does it have a bias that you said it?
No, a genius learned material. The material was that a genius is bad at grammar, at spelling, and they have bad handwriting. And I fit all three criteria of a genius.
Prerequisites to a genius, everybody.
Yeah. Woo! Cheer that up.
Yeah, you missed the But like you said, this is Diversify featuring Jaekwon and Ashton. Or is it Ashton and Jaekwon? Like, how is it on the cover art?
Honestly, we us.
I think if we're being grammatically correct, it's got to be my name first though, because mine starts with the A.
Look at this Joe Button, dude.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter to me. Who goes
all right,
first,
get on your Joe Button.
I think it's got to be me first. So.
All right, say it with your chest then.
Yeah, for sure.
If you say it with your chest, you can be first.
All right, so Diversify featuring Ashton and Jaekwon.
Wait a minute. I said say it with your chest, but don't disrespect my name.
No, I wasn't disrespect. That was saying it with my chest. So.
Nah, you definitely was like Ashton, Jaekwon. You definitely did that.
I did. It's fine though. It's fine.
But it's okay. I don't need you to say my name. I don't need it.
All right.
I got plenty of people, daughters out there. Actually, that's a lie.
Hey, that's cool.
Hey,
That's
single
cool.
life, single, celibate, and saved. Hallelujah.
Single, celibate, and saved.
That's the life I'm living. All 2022, single, celibate, and saved.
SCS.
Yeah, SCES. Yeah.
But we're just two guys out here to pod, talk about our everyday lives, talk about some takes on things, spread a little bit more about what we're gonna say, our personal agenda, Nah, not even a personal agenda. How would you word that?
Well, I mean, first off, how are you gonna just tell people my gender without consulting me on what my gender is?
Gender?
Yeah, you said we're just two guys. I mean, it's 2022 now. Like,
I mean, I felt like
I might just want to be a Jaekwon.
yeah, if that's your prerogative.
Yeah, it is. But nah, yeah, I'm a guy. I don't like. I'm pretty sure this fella, whatever sitting across from me, is a guy as well.
Yeah, I am. I identify as a male.
Yeah. That's tricky though, man. Like life's tricky. Like when I holler out, like I don't know, like how do the LGBTQ community want us to like when you grew up learning, because we did grow up old school, like you know, before the internet, kinda. So like it was him and her, like
Yeah.
there was no in between until like we got older and found out like there's way more. So if you're so used to saying, "Hey guys," "Hey gals," like how do I switch up my pronouns? Like how do I go about it?
I mean, like, I just don't think about it too much. Like, I told you, I have students, and for all the people that don't know, I'm a school teacher as well. So, like, with my students, the ones that I finally recognize, well, not recognize, but, like, that let me know that they're transgender.
You don't mess this all the way up, man.
No, I mean, like, I had to ask because I wasn't sure. So, I was just being respectful. And so, I have one that was previously a girl. She's changed over to a guy, and he prefers to be called. So, oh shoot, I'm name dropping. We're gonna have to bleep that.
Oh man! Oh man!
I mean, like, I guess
first pod. Oh
yeah.
man! Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, I forgot, but they prefer to be called by their male name. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can do that for sure. And then same with the other student, they prefer to have a female name.
Don't say the name.
I call them by their female name. And
okay.
Pronouns he's and she's, get those correct, and it's nothing too difficult. I don't think. Just don't think about it too much.
What the thing is, like, maybe I'm ignorant. Like, maybe I don't know that's what you want to identify as.
Yeah, that's
so.
True.
Like, don't get mad at me straight off the rip. Like, this thing, like, when you know how the internet is. This is how much of a goat Michael Jordan is. You saw that picture with him and Mary J. Blige.
Oh, where he was grabbing on her booty?
He did not do that.
He definitely grabbed on her booty.
He did not do all that.
He definitely had a handful.
See, look, you're the internet.
No, MJ had a handful.
No, but listen, man. Like, I swear, like, I was thinking, like, oh my goodness,
he clenched with his
cancel
fingertips.
him. They are definitely finna cancel him.
MJ's one of the uncancelable.
And then, like, everybody was like, I see you, MJ. I said, oh my goodness. Oh, MJ's such a goat. He could do that.
Yeah, like, they started to say he was a menace. Like,
now your man Bron, ain't no way.
Oh, man, bro. Yeah. If Bron grabbed another woman's booty.
Oh, man.
Well,
he didn't.
Savannah's getting it all, bro.
That is just not a fair assessment of how that situation went down.
How did he go down there?
He is a 6'6" individual with a 7-foot wingspan. He wrapped his arms around the lady, and then
grabbed her
where they landed, it touched her backside.
Where they landed.
It touched her backside. He took a picture. He went on about his business. He did not grab that woman's.
Bro, his fingers were clenched, bro. He grabbed.
No.
There's a difference between it rested on there and him
like
grabbing.
Photoshop. That's very real. You know what I'm saying? Like, to prove a point. You know, like.
Nah.
There's a lot of stuff out there on the internet that's not real.
But, like, who has the time of day to be like, I'm going to Photoshop this image of MJ grabbing Mary J. Blige?
Maybe somebody way smarter than us, because it literally took more than 24 hours for this picture to go. They had plenty of time to do that.
I'm having a hard time.
MJB, I like it. That's a deadly combination, but he's a married man. And so I'm sure, I am positive that he didn't do that on purpose.
Maybe not.
LeBron
definitely
couldn't do that, because like LeBron, like he's getting sued by Kyle Rittenhouse about a defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, I saw that. He's Kyle Rittenhouse. I just swallowed like a fly or something. But
you ever saw that video as a kid, like the early days of YouTube? He was like a news reporter, a black dude. He was like, "What really happened on that?"
oh yeah,
What's that?
he said, "I'm singing in Southern."
Oh man, he went from reporter to nigga real quick.
Yeah, definitely so. Like he he code switched out quick.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that is something I wanted to talk about this podcast.
Oh, code switching?
Yes, you were one of the first people to bring up code switching, and like
black people are the best at it though. Like, and we all do it subconsciously. Like, I've had people talk to me about knowing how to code switch, but they've never heard the term, and they're just like, yeah, like I just know in professional settings I need to put on my quote unquote white voice, and then that's when I have to correct them. I'm like, nah, like it's not a white voice. Like for you to sound proper, it's just a proper voice. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't feel like I don't like, to me, I don't call it code switching for myself. I don't believe I code switch, which by definition you would probably say I'm code switching. But I feel like I am whatever I am. Like if I'm speaking a certain way or a different way, that's because that's what I am. You know, like
I mean, like I guess for
that's my part
diverse
of my
individuals.
That's
you
my
can say that.
Yeah, like that's that part of my personality that's portrayed in the environment. Brought that out because I can't give you like the mean Jaekwon all the time. You know, like I gotta give you some different part of my personality.
I feel like that's still just code switching though, because like everybody changes by the environment that they're in.
Well,
like
even
like the octave of your voice changes.
Code switching just sounds so like
intentional.
No, like just derogative.
Nah, I don't feel a negative connotation when I hear code switching.
I definitely do. Like, man, look at me code switching. Like, no, like that's just who I am.
I wouldn't use it in that sense. Like, it's just like,
but you do though.
Do it?
But like, if somebody like you're like, oh, look at him over there code switching. Like, you just be like, oh, he's code switching. Like, no, he's just being himself in this environment.
Yeah, okay. I see the differentiation you got there. Because there's some times where you see people doing it where it's like, that nigga don't talk like that. Like,
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they do, though. Like,
I don't know. There's some people, like, you'll see them in a setting and you're like, they don't talk like that.
Well, excuse my French. Like, ass kissers, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, it's somebody doing that.
Yeah.
That's what they are, like, if they're doing that.
So, are you trying to say that, like, code switching is a canceled term in your lexicon?
Yeah, it's most definitely. Like,
oh nah, I still gotta use it because like sometimes I code switch.
I don't like.
Sometimes like I code switch. Like for instance, let's say
that's just Ashton though. Like I would see it as like if you were with your Caucasian buddies and the way you
Caucasian
act, talk,
buddies
and conversate.
Why can't they be my Caucasian friends?
Like
why they gotta be my buddies?
What if I just code switch
or my pals?
Like. If you're with them versus the guys you grew up with in the hood on the west side,
yeah,
you're gonna like sound different. You're gonna conversate different. You're gonna laugh like you're gonna laugh to say, but like you're gonna laugh at different jokes. It's just, but that's your part of your personality. You're like you have morphed into something. You have grew into the ability to diversify your personality.
So what about when they're all in the room at like the same time? Like what if your pals meet your friends?
Well, it's different. Like I'm still gonna be me though. Like,
but like, which way do you lean more though? Like, I feel like I lean more towards the comfortable group because that's just how I am. And then you gotta like try and integrate the pals in with your friends.
From one of my lawyer pages that I follow and subscribe to, he gave me some psychology. He did a video about psychology today. And I'm going to use it against y'all.
What, on IG?
I can't tell you all that. Because I'm going to use this psychology against y'all. And,
okay.
And I'm going to find out some truths about y'all.
Well, I mean, you're about to tell me, so.
No, I'm not going to tell it like what it is. But I'm just saying, like, you said whoever's you feel the most comfortable with. But it's just like, I'm so many, like, I will speak in a way. I feel like I can speak in a way that I don't have to code switch. Like obviously sometimes when I go out to my hometown, I'm more like this right here. You know, some of my words get chopped up because that's all I'm hearing. It's words chopped. And so, like, it's just, honestly, when I'm like, yeah, over yonder, you know, like that just makes more sense to say, yeah, you can go by the corner and check it out over there. Like, you know, it's just going to be.
I feel like I definitely just have to code switch.
My
so like,
accent changes, but like, I don't change.
I would say like, I have to code switch it mostly with like work, because like being in the school, my students, they recognize like I'm close to them in age and that I know a lot of the things that they know. So when they try to talk to me about those things, I'll talk to them about it to a certain extent, but I have to code switch where I'm like, I can't react the way that I would actually react to what you just said to me.
You just have to be the adult in the room.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But that's
the
not
code
switching
switch
to me. You know, that's just like you have a job to do. Like, do your job, and your job is to be the adult.
To be the professional person in the room. But like, see, this is where it gets conflicting. So I also have my other job where I work with like kids this same age, and I can be fully myself without having to censor anything. And like, you know, you see what I'm saying?
That's the problem. I wouldn't censor myself regardless.
But like, I can't, like, sometimes them students just be needing a nigga. Like, and you can't say that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't say that in the classroom. Or like, be like, bro, like, what the fuck you talking? Like, I can't say that to them.
See, that's where we differentiate.
So you would call them, the kids in school, niggas?
I don't have to. I don't have to say the N word to get that saying out. Like, to get that saying, like, I can say like, bruh, like a hard bruh can substitute. For,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways of like saying it though. Like, so it's just, I would just change the word, which same thing you do when you're rapping a song in front of your parents. You know that lyric says ish, but you gonna say like I was saying, I'm back to it on the mic. You know, like you gonna do that. Like, it's just natural. Like, you're not code switching to me. You're just supervising what's going on through your head.
But see, I feel like you're further just explaining.
You're filtering your thoughts in words. It's not code switching. It's your brain working to filter how things come out.
I can compromise on that. I can compromise with that. I'ma still use code switching though.
Yeah, just don't use it towards me and we get it. Don't ever say I'm code switching, because it has a connotation to it that it makes me like.
All right, so hold up. Let's get a concrete Google definition.
Well, you ain't gonna Google, like, you Google it, you're gonna get like, what's that?
Did you Google it?
No. What's that?
Oh, it's probably gonna give something.
Urban Dictionary. It's gonna be an Urban Dictionary.
Nah. Here, look, the Oxford languages. So you know that jump from England. Okay. So the practice of alternating between two or more languages or varieties of language in conversation, used in a sentence. The conversational code switching of the German-American bilingual community.
Well, by that definition, you're wrong.
What?
Because you're using code switching as a personality thing. That you switch your personality.
Well, I mean, yeah, I am. And that was talking more so about
like,
vernacular, but like...
Exactly. So,
but I mean, okay. If we're using the Oxford concrete definition, then I guess I am wrong. I'll accept. You gonna clap on me? Pause.
I'm just gonna nah.
Nah, that one wasn't a moment.
Hey, write that one down. That's got to be an edit. Like, what's wrong with this guy? This guy, man, I can't take you nowhere, man. Man, you talking about? Do you just have that friend who just hits the group chat with the wrong energy? Like,
John.
Oh man, you didn't have to left. Shout out to my boy John. We love JV. You know what I'm saying? OG, triple OG, the real Black Migo. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tyreek. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down, Jordan. Shout out to my man, my Midnight Warriors. It's all good in the hood. But anyways,
for sure. Shout out to the group for sure. Death Row.
But John, like, we be trying to have conversations. He just be trying to be code switching or something, right?
Nah, but look, this is how I view it. Like, when I see you and like you and John have this text message beef, where like if you send something and he responds, then he gives you the wrong energy, and if he gives you the wrong energy, then he sends something later that day. You're gonna give him like purposely the wrong energy there, and it's just completely
now you saying it's my fault.
No, like I'm saying y'all both respond to y'all's negative energy.
Man, so somebody texted in the group chat, and I ain't gonna get them sued too, because Hollywood Unlocked's gonna get sued for saying Queen Elizabeth is dead.
Oh yeah, like you had me searching, boy.
So
I was over there searching.
I refreshed every 5 minutes. I'm like.
I was like,
because I keep up with like the royal family. Like I'm all in the news with the royal family. Like I'm like what's the British network?
I have no idea. I don't follow British network.
Yeah, like it's like I'm trying to see what they saying about it. I'm trying to see everything. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And then like so somebody texts a group chat. They had saw what we saw, but they saw it on Twitter. And he said,
but Twitter's not a reliable source.
He says Queen Elizabeth dead. John's gonna say,
"Who cares?"
Okay. Oh my gosh! Like you insisted of.
Wait, let's take a pause for a second. Would it really be that big of a surprise if Queen Elizabeth died right now?
Yeah, like she's supposed to live forever.
She's like 92, I think.
Yeah, she's like 95.
And she just caught COVID too. So like, I mean, like with the context,
who
would it have been that big of a surprise?
No, but like it's not that it was a surprise. Like obviously it had to be a surprise for like somebody who I didn't even know kept up with like.
Okay, yeah. For who said it? Yeah,
like,
definitely. So.
At this point, this woman's been here our whole lives.
Yeah.
And our whole grandparents' life. Like, you know, she could be my grandmother's grandmother. That's how old she is. Like it's like she's legit that old. So like that is big news, bruh. Like that is not like some like this. Woman's been in rank for 70 years.
Yeah, that's true. I think that a monarchy is like a crazy concept to still have when you think about it. Like if you know history and all that we've been through, like having a monarchy is truly just kind of crazy that we still do that.
Bruh, so in essence, I was thinking about this yesterday. Like I can call myself a king. And I'm going to have the same power she has.
Exactly. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, like, she has a little more power. You know what I'm saying? She has influence. She don't really have power. So she has more influence than I do. But I could do the same thing. But anyways, but still, though, it's Queen Elizabeth. But still, bruh, like, what if it mattered to me? Which it does, that Queen Elizabeth died. Because I don't want to, like, does Charles take over the throne? Does he abdicate the throne and let his son Will take over? You know, Will and Kate plus 8. That's a show.
Bro, my mom used to watch that. Talia
until he cheated.
Yeah, the show went off before he cheated.
Oh, yeah.
Or I mean, I don't know. He might have been cheating while the show was going on too, but like it wasn't announced until the show.
I think I got that name wrong. Kate and John plus 8.
But no, it was John and Kate plus 8. It was like
John
that.
and Kate plus 8. Yeah,
I said Will. The thing about it was she didn't have all 8 at once though, did she? Like,
man, she kept having she had like a couple set of twins or triplets.
Yeah, she had a bunch of twins, but like there's an octomom who had 8 at one time. Like,
oh boy, I got some jokes on that. But anyways, back to the point. John's gonna text. Who cares?
No. We gotta wait, bro. Imagine you're a man and you accidentally had the baby.
It ain't mine.
She says you go to the doctor and they're like, you're pregnant with 8 babies at once.
Oh, I'm gonna be in the hospital, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we gotta. Are you getting the abortion?
My grandmama, my grandmama used to say some. She still does say some wild stuff. Not as much as she used to. And like
we'll have to bring Miss Nancy on the pod.
When she says,
shoot a phone call.
No, when something's shocking to her, like she used to say, something about dead people. Like if she went to a funeral and a dead person did this, whatever, she said, "Oh, I'll be so shitty." Like meaning she'll poop all over herself.
Yeah, I've heard that. Is that a black thing? Like,
that's an old grandmama thing, I guess, bro. Like, and she be like, and so my grandmama, you'd be like, "Grandmama, I'm having 8 kids." Oh, I know you shitty. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 8
Lord.
kids.
Yeah,
but imagine shooting for one. Let's have one more baby. Dun, dun, dun. Here goes 8.
Oh man. Just like, how do you prepare for that? Like, you can't even like
twins.
You can't even
Okay.
Plan a considerate baby shower. Like you can't plan for everyone.
You gotta invite everybody. You gotta invite.
But like you can't even like plan for everyone to bring something for all 8
You
babies.
have to buy 500. Like you have to invite 200 people.
You have to go on TV.
200 people buy. Just buy one outfit. You don't gotta buy.
Bro, I'd filed to be on Dr. Phil so that I could get famous, just so I could get some type of
I gotta
new
get some
income.
paper. I gotta get a book. I
You
gotta
know,
get
one
a
of our friends
magazine.
is about to be on Dr. Phil.
Oh, our friends.
Yeah, she's going to the show. I think. Like, if I read it correctly, she's just going to attend.
Those
the show.
shows are full of crap. Right? I've applied every time I'm in LA. I literally go in and do the
But
thing
it takes a week though to
be
get picked. Like she got selected and she applied last week. So
Oh,
I said, what if he like puts like the car keys under the chair like Oprah did back in the day? Like you get a car, you get oh my god,
you better a cross country trip.
Bro, she's having a California farewell tour like for herself. That's lit.
She graduates when?
Sometime this spring, I believe. She's coming back. So. Yeah, shout out to the bestie Kenns.
I'm so happy.
Me too, bro. I'm excited.
I'm depressed though at the same time.
Why? Because
I love having somebody like
knowing somebody out there.
Yeah, like out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that the selfishness in me?
I wouldn't say that. Like, I think it's just cool to have those kinds of connections with people. You know.
Yeah.
I think
although we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. But yeah,
where
man.
would I?
So now we gotta go in April.
That's what I was thinking. Like, bro, the Delta Sky Miles. Like y'all. I'm not a sponsor for Delta, but I highly encourage.
Hey, no ads.
Yeah, no ads. I highly encourage.
I ain't finna open no other credit card. That's for sure.
I highly encourage. If you're gonna get one, get a credit card with incentives. Like, you're spending the money anyway. Might as well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's something we should do though. Like, I was trying to explain to some people, like y'all used to explain to me about how a credit card works, and when I wasn't listening, and like now,
thank God.
Now, like when I'm explaining to people,
he wasn't listening. Thank you.
Well,
thank you for admitting it.
To be honest, I wouldn't even say I wasn't listening. It's just
you didn't care.
I didn't understand fully, as I thought I did, until I got older. So should have asked the question. But that for the life of me has bothered me as of late, because a lot of people have took what I said and completely didn't get what I said. And all you had to do before you go off on me or try to go off on me is ask me to explain further. Yeah.
And I will try my best to explain further. Now, it may come off sassy, but it's not sass. I just have to break it down at this point, because obviously the language that I spoke in at first didn't work. So now I gotta say it like this, and some people don't like that.
I mean, I get it. Like, sometimes it's just the way that you say things, and it's not about how you
get over it.
So, nah, though, you can't just tell somebody get over it. Like,
yeah, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, come on, people. Like, I said something. It was 2 seconds of something. Like, there's 86,000 seconds in a day.
Yeah, that's true. Don't let that ruin your whole day or ruin your perspective of me. I fully feel that. And that's one thing that I really want to get across.
If you didn't understand it, ask the question.
Yeah, that's a big thing I want to get across with this pod, is like making sure people can understand like who I am a lot more than whatever they may get from me on social media or the little small conversations we'll have on like Snapchat or something like that, or even in person. Like, if you don't get to know me, you'll never know me if you don't have a conversation with me like multiple times, because people see me in different stages of life, and you're a different person at this age, so I can use my living in the moment experience to show you who I am.
How many different Jaekwons have you seen over the last 2 years?
Over the last 2 years?
Since 2019. It's 2022. That's 40 years.
And that's a deep question. Like, I could really elaborate on that for a while.
Now, not the growth of Jaekwon, but just all the different sides of Jaekwon. You feel like it's a lot?
There's a lot, yeah. Like you couldn't really sum it up or count it on one hand or not even two hands, honestly, because it's just like there's so many different sides to you. Like when you're in a good mood,
I'm always in a good mood. Don't ever say I'm not.
Nah, I don't know. Nah,
I feel like I just may not be in an approachable mood.
Nah, that's not a good mood.
Nah, it's just not like it's not that I'm not in a good mood. I'm just got some stuff I'm trying to work out in my head.
Okay, so we'll switch the terminology then for
mood. I'm not in an approachable mood, and then like if I'm not in an approachable mood, like and then it could turn into a bad mood.
Yeah, because I've seen you in a bad mood. What's that song? WizKid? Does he say I'm in a bad mood or in a big mood? I think he says big.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
You don't know that song? He's like, I'm in a big mood. No. You didn't listen to the Made in Lagos?
I have, but I haven't listened to it in a long time. I picked out my songs already.
Gotcha. That's a trip I'd like to take though. Go to good old Africa.
Well, I ain't unless Tim's, my baby Tim,
gives the grand tour.
Yeah, I ain't going to. I do want to go to Africa though.
Yeah,
but sure. Finish your thought on Jaekwon.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, bro. It's just if you're not in one of those approachable moods, like if someone meets you, and this is just my honest opinion, being transparent. If someone was to meet you in one of your unapproachable moods, I see how that could leave that impression of you. And then for someone who knows you more like me, was to like be like, let's say I talked to them and they were like, yeah, when I met him, he was like this, and this. I could see what they were talking about, but that's where it opens up to like, you just got to have more than one conversation with a person, and you got to get more perspective and ask questions. Like that's where people fall ignorant of understanding people, is that they don't take the place that you're in at that time into consideration. They just think, okay, if I met you like this, this is how you are. These are the facts. But in any other aspect of life, like when they meet like dudes or let's say a dude meets a woman or whatever, like they don't take those things into account. And I think that's really weird that they'll do that with people that they're not like in some type of relationship with, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally get, like, it's like, I mean, unplug the charger. Like, I don't take too many things personal anymore, because a lot of times it's not about me, and sometimes it's selfish of us to take people's moods and make it think like, just some things just don't bother me. Like most of my things that bother me is an internal thing. It's not an external thing, and it's like nothing you can really do about it. It's something wrong with me. So, and if I understand that all my feelings are connected some way, somehow, within myself internally, like I can't be mad at other people for having their moods. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you about yourself. I'm not afraid to be like, yo, you tripping. And I have no, but I don't take that personally. But you're right. And just think about that though. Think about how we just talked about how like since 2019, you've seen so many different sides of Jaekwon. Like, and I feel like you still haven't seen like at least about 4 or 5. There's like 4 or 5 Jaekwons.
So are these alternate egos like y'all be talking about?
No, it's not an alternate ego. It's just like maybe there's not my growth. There's growth. There's the growth side of me. There's things I did. I just feel like there's maybe 1.5 when I think about that. 1.5 sides of me that you haven't seen before, and
that's because you haven't been in a relationship in like ever.
Yeah,
so like seeing a vulnerable side of like, yo nigga, like
I'm not your dude.
Yeah, not like that, but like seeing like one of your niggas in like them being vulnerable, like mushy with a female, like that's a different side of your boy. That like you're just not used to.
But you ain't gonna see that.
But like, eventually, like, who are you bringing to my wedding? Like.
I need to bring somebody. I'm trying to pick up some. I'm trying to pick up some of your wife's cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? So,
oh man,
trying to see somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can get to know me. You know, like you go to wedding single. You don't take a +1. That's stupid.
Yeah, I'm nah though. Yeah, if you're not in a relationship, don't bring a +1 to the wedding, because you
might find a wife.
Yeah, you might find you one.
You might want to get married at the wedding. Like,
Have you thought about like super details about stuff like that? Like what type of haircut you're gonna get for your wedding in the future?
No, but I do want to go to this wedding part. Like, you've seen all these different sides of me, and I still feel like you haven't seen enough. Mm-hmm. So why would someone ever get somebody pregnant within a year of knowing them? Why? Like, that's, to me, is the most wild concept ever. And I see it every day, like almost every day. I'm bet out of the people I've known that I went to high school with or school with that got out of school or was in school, had a baby, I think about, I would say 13% of those relationships are still active.
13's kind of a high number. I'd even say like
I want to say 5.
I can only think of like from my grade in high school.
I'm talking about the
like
ones
3.
with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Not
0.
just like right. It's probably like I know a couple couples that got married, had kids, and they're working out. But like, you don't know these people, and if you're young, you don't know yourself, bruh. Like, I don't care what you can be mature and not know yourself.
Most definitely.
Like, if people don't want to like admit that, you can understand the world. You think you understand the world, how the world works. You can be mature. You know how to take care of yourself. You know how to take care of responsibilities, and still not be ready to get married. Like,
dramatic pause. I agree. Yeah. Like,
it's just like, I don't know. People just that's so big, bro. And none of these relationships are working. And then they just and you keep trying to make them work. That's insanity. You know, you talk, how do you talk stuff about your baby daddy today and then try to get back with your baby daddy next week?
I mean, like, it's a lot on both sides. Like, me, to speak on the side of males, like, the biggest problem for guys in those situations is how indecisive we are. Like, we really just don't know what we want. Like, I feel like women more so, and I mean women, correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like y'all have more so of y'all have an imagery of what you want in life. But the thing about it is, like, y'all will pick a dude who's indecisive about what he wants.
Or immature.
And then the second thing about it is you have the imagery and you don't pick what you imagine to have. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You compromise.
Yeah, like you settle. And that's what I feel like a lot of our generation does. Like, you don't have to settle in life. Like, there's too many people out here, too many places you have not been yet, too many people for you to settle on a dude that you found in your hometown. Like, that's all I'm saying.
That you saw around school. But also, not even that, like, it gets to the point where, why are y'all out here having unprotected sex? Like,
I mean, that's an easy question to answer.
Like, no, but like, that's not cool, guys and gals. Like,
yeah, logically, it's not smart.
It's not. Like, don't do that. Like, even if you love the person or you think you love the person, like,
a baby's just too much of a whoops.
Yeah, like, but then I was telling you though as well. I've been telling you this for years. I feel like that the guy you are when you come out of high school and the guy you're going to be in 2 years are totally different.
Yeah.
Every year, you're going to be drastically different than the year before, right? You remember me telling you that? Mm-hmm. So if you get with this person at 18, by the time you're 25, like, I can't even, like, I remember how I was at, like, 18 and 19, but, like, I don't even, that stuff, just the way I think, see the world, see myself, it's totally different. So, like, imagine if you're with this person and you get married to him at 18, and then you actually grow and you see the world and you experience the world and you see things about the world. Wow, wait a minute. I don't see the world like you see the world. Yeah. You don't see the world, I don't see the world. So now, I can't stand you. Or you can't, blah, 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 blah. But we got a kid. We got to make this work. This ain't going to work. And now you hate her. She hates you.
Big fact.
And the kid's just caught in the middle of all this.
Definitely so. And then it causes trauma. Like, I can't imagine messing up someone else's life. Like, you're raising that child. Like, yeah, that's truly what it is. Like, you're truly messing up their life and causing trauma at that point.
I would definitely be the guy that'd be like, I need custody of the kids. Like, you're gonna be the weekend parent. I could never be the.
Nah. But that's where the dispute comes in.
Yeah, I could never be the weekend dad. So like, but that's why, to me, it's why I'm celibate, saved, and single. Like, because I don't want to mess that up. Ain't no way. And I cannot be the weekend dad. I'm gonna get a break on the weekends. That's for sure. But I just could not be every other week dad.
Nah, that sounds pretty selfish now. Like, I'm gonna get a break on the weekends. Like, that's where all the fun is. Like,
yeah, like, but still though, like, well, shoot, I had them 5 days.
And then like, there's school 9 months out of the year, so you really don't have to see them like most of the weekdays.
Hey.
Yeah, nah, wait a minute.
Nah, but I just like, you know, when you grow up in certain situations, like, you want different, and like I could never not. Like, there's just literally people who don't call their kids every day. Like,
yeah.
And I couldn't burst anybody without calling them.
Yeah, I appreciate my mama so much.
Yeah.
For the phone call I receive.
Yeah.
Every day.
I appreciate my grandmama too, even though I be unapproachable sometimes. but like speaking of that, like, you know, mothers taking care of their sons, that whole Kanye situation too. Like, seeing that Kanye documentary and seeing like how much his mom believed in him.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah,
like she was like, what was that one song that went like this and this, and I was like, oh, she knows like all the lyrics to a song he didn't make for real. Like,
but
that's love.
Kanye's like, my dad wanted a abortion with me. Like, dang, imagine how Donda felt about like, no, like, I gotta have this kid, and she went and took that kid to Chicago and tried to give that kid the best life she could. And man, what a guy.
Man, that's something I really want to push for though. Like, 2-parent households. Like, a lot of, like, so many of these kids that I teach, like, they're in like the more privileged part of Atlanta, and they do not grow up in 2-parent households, and most kids just don't. Like, obviously, you know, minorities such as us, like, we don't grow up in 2-parent households, and that's really sad. Like, that makes a lot bigger difference.
Statistically, my generation's doing better.
Yeah, statistically, yeah.
My generation, your generation ain't got enough stats yet.
Oh, okay.
Y'all too young.
But yeah, though, like, we don't understand how big of a deal that is. Like, having both parents in your household changes your life, and I push for that, definitely. Like, I refuse to bring a child into this world and it not be with the woman of my significant other that I'm gonna have for life.
You better not be trying to pick the woman of your dreams, because you have a different dream every night, fellas. Ladies.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me specifically.
I mean that hey, the shoe fit, wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
free game. But Kanye though, like, and she like gave birth to an awesome dude, believed in him, even when nobody else believed in him, and look, to see where he was at on that documentary, to see that, and to see where he was at last night, you know.
Oh yeah. But
when he threw that mic,
but this is the thing. So, like, as I was watching it, because I had to watch it this morning, like you said, because first off, I'm really upset with you, Kanye, because every time you're pushing the show back later and later. Like, when he had the listening party in Atlanta for Donda, it was like it started at 8. He started at like 9.
9:20.
It was like 9:20.
Yeah.
Then in Los Angeles, when he had the Drake show.
Right.
He said it would start at 8. We left the house at 8 because we knew it was going to be late. We were sitting in traffic at 8:30, walked out of the traffic to the stadium, got in the stadium by like 9:10.
Froze our tails off.
Froze for 45 more minutes, and he still didn't start. So, like, it was like 2 hours late then.
Yeah, like.
So last night, I'm like, man, I'm glad we didn't fly out to Miami for this one, because it was like 10:15 and he still hadn't started. I was like, man.
It was like 10:30 when he started.
Yeah, I fell asleep. So
the only thing I'm mad about, after going to all these Kanye events the last few months that we've been going to the Kanye events, is all the special guests. Like the Jack Harlow, Migos, the gang, Alicia Keys. Like, if I saw Alicia Keys, like, ah! But listen, I got an unpopular take about that Alicia Keys performance too.
Oh, I mean,
but I'm not gonna blame her, so I'm gonna keep that take to myself.
Yeah, like, what I was saying, bro, was that, like, it had a good start. Like, in the beginning, like the set was beautiful, and you said
that's mankind though. In the beginning, we had a good start.
Yeah,
just pick something off the tree and eat. Except that tree there.
Well, why not? The one time we want to ask a question,
that's,
enlightenment thinkers.
Look, that's me like niggas.
Oh man, because I said, what if God went? Because I said so.
Yeah,
and we just wasn't having that.
That's a real.
Yeah, but so it had a really good start, and then you sent that text message I read this morning. I was like, it was the best set, but probably his worst show, and I was like, darn, like, was it that bad? So I was like, I'm not even gonna hop on Twitter first, because I'm one of those guys that always hops on Twitter to see what everyone else said.
That's what I did too, bro.
And so I went, I looked it up. I was like, all right, let me watch this on my way to work, because I had a really long drive this morning. And so I was watching it, and I was like 50 minutes in. I was like, darn, what's he talking about? Like, this is pretty good. Like, nothing went wrong. And then they started Hurricane.
They was about 3 days in, and then
when they went to Hurricane and started playing all the old stuff, and like it got bad.
What really got me is like, how did they not get it right though?
Yeah, because it went bad for like 35 minutes.
It went bad the rest of the show. Like,
yeah.
How do you, like, you're a professional sound person. You just worked at the Super Bowl. Because I had to go Google this guy that, like, everybody on Twitter was like, you're getting fired. You're getting fired. So I Googled him. I saw his Instagram. And they were already in the comments. The trolls were, you should die. Like, don't be that person that go come in. After somebody made a public mistake, don't get in their comments and throw stones at them.
Oh, yeah. Steve Harvey almost went down like that, bro. When he said the wrong Miss Universe, and he called the wrong one. Oh, yeah. They killed him for that.
You could, boy, like, you owe that other chick a Ferrari. Like,
yeah.
You can't.
Because they had to come take the crown back off of her head. Take the sash. Oh, man. That was tough.
Yeah, but I'm glad he sucked it up and did the right thing.
Yeah,
but anyways, like the kind so he tried to rap the Off the Grid. It didn't. Well, not that wasn't the first song.
Yeah, it started going bad with Hurricane. Like he was trying to rap his part,
and then he's like looking around like somebody fix this
because it didn't sound good with the choir at first. It didn't sound great with him.
And then they cut him. They went to the next song. It wasn't working. And then they just skipped. Like,
yeah, he tried to play that Heaven and Hell. And, like, he was like, you could hear him, like, lightly saying, like, yeah, cut this, go to the next one.
Like, he said, they cut it. Like, they just cut it off. Like, I thought, and I can see where you can say that, too. Because I was like, did I hear that or did I hear this? But when I first heard it, I thought he said, they just cut it. And went to the next song, because that's exactly what happened. Like, the song just cut and went to the next song.
Yeah.
Before he said what he said, like they didn't finish that song. So I'm like, I'm thinking he's snapping on him, and then I don't know if you were watching the Marilyn Manson dude.
Oh yeah, he just like walked beside him and was like
creepily. I'm like, that man's mad right now. Are you not picking up the vibe? What are you trying to do here? Like, this ain't cool, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what I thought was great about all the mess ups was how nobody lost character. Like, I mean, he besides him throwing the mic and getting upset to show his frustration at the sound crew and all the engineers.
But that sounded like
no
one of the sound bites
lost
on the DONDA album. What song is that?
The what?
The way the mic sounded when he threw it, it sounded like an ab-lit, like one of the sound bites on his last album.
I don't.
I'll show you later.
Yeah, but I think everyone remained pretty professional. Besides Playboy Cardi, he could have went somewhere else.
And those are your students. That's their favorite rapper. I said, I just gotta kick these kids.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi went to the high school. That's hilarious. Like he came out there looking like the Joker, bruh.
Like, boy, what the world?
He was lit though.
That's not cool.
He was lit. I would say that. I was like,
that's why they say Kanye be having that cult stuff going on.
Yeah, I was like, Playboy Cardi done came out here off a perk, man. Like,
it's like everybody understood to stop except Playboy Cardi and Fabio. And Fabio could not keep the cadence. Like, at that point,
that was another thing.
You just gotta be in the back, just yeah, turn up Miami, yeah. Like, we hearing, like, what you trying to do? And it's going.
He couldn't keep up with his own rap.
But
Kanye forgot the words at one point too of his song.
It was offbeat the whole time. Like the words, the background music, the words were literally faster than the beat. It was like 6 beats fast. I wouldn't say 6. It was about 4 beats faster than it's supposed to be. So like, what was the first song?
Hurricane.
If you listen, The Weeknd was off, Lil Baby's was off, and then like it's like you actually heard it when Kanye tried this rap, because Kanye was thinking at first, like, you see him trying to mess with his ear things, he just think it's him, and then he started to realize, like, this ain't me, this is that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, this sounds a little fast. I was like, I thought it was just a concert version. They were gonna speed it up,
right?
But no, like then I realized, like, no, the words are just faster than the beat. Like the beat's still the same.
Yeah. To not give any more analysis on it, I would simply just say, if I was Kanye after this,
that dude was mad.
No, I mean, he walked off like he was cool. Like, I think they were okay once everyone just recognized, like, yo, let's quit singing. Let's just quit singing. Like, the only person who really had a good mic after that was Jack Harlow and Alicia Keys, but she sounded a little.
That was before.
What's that? No, Alicia Keys was after.
No, I said Jack Harlow was before.
Oh, okay. So
Jack Harlow, the new music was on point.
Yeah.
It was the DONDA, the original DONDA.
Yeah.
And I was kind of mad that he was performing DONDA, because like, I done seen you twice, my dude, and you ain't performed that once. I was gonna wait on the tour.
Oh yeah.
You giving Miami, but like, it was when they started to do the DONDA music that it really went to. But I'm gonna say it. I said I wasn't gonna say it. But Alicia Keys was off key.
Yes, definitely so. And see, I'm not gonna judge.
And everybody
her,
was like, she saved the show. Like, I mean,
she was beautiful though.
Oh,
she was looking good.
Like, that's a man's wife. But anyways, like, she went, no, but all I could think about. So, what's her name? Not Queen Latifah. What's her name? Aretha Franklin. Mm-hmm. Aretha Franklin did an interview. And so the interviewer was like, I'm going to say some names, and I want you to tell me what you think about them. And she was like, they said Nicki Minaj. She was like, next. They said, who did they say next? Somebody, another singer. And she was like, oh, she wears nice gowns. And then she was like, Alicia Keys. He was like, Alicia Keys. Oh, she can play the piano. And everybody was like, wait a minute. So basically she insinuated that Alicia Keys can't sing. And so when I heard Aretha Franklin say that, I was like, let's go listen to Alicia Keys.
I mean, she just dropped a remastered version of one of her old albums and had a few new songs on there as well. So I listened to that. I thought it was really good. I mean, you know, it's mixed and mastered.
You ever been to church where they, like, somebody's mom singing, and like they really can't sing, but like with
because
the Holy
they
Ghost
singing for the Lord,
and
it's
in
better.
G, it sounds good.
Yeah,
but don't mean they can sing. They singing. They singing at that. There's knowing how to sing, and then there's singing.
Which one's the better version?
Singing is like you can have something come out of your mouth and people feel it. Singing is just having natural gifts, like those just beautiful voice. Can she sing or can she sing? So there's some people that can do both.
I'd have to go back and check on that. I don't want to give a pre.
That's just the question I had to ask myself after Aretha Franklin did her like that. And
she can play the piano real well. And that's one of those, like, is that even a backhanded compliment? Like, that's just one of those ones where it's like, I'm just not being fully transparent with you.
No, because like there were certain people that, like, when they named that person, she was like, yeah, really good. That was very few people, just mind you. So she might just be a hater. But
maybe so.
But when she got to Alicia Keys' part, and I'm like, wait a minute here. Like, I can maybe agree with Taylor Swift. That's who she's like, nice gowns. Like, I can maybe agree with the Taylor Swift and the other people. But come on, Alicia Keys. And so I had to go back and listen to Alicia.
Alicia Keys out of key.
Yeah, that's the. But nah, Alicia, she has some pipes.
Yeah, But shoot though, yeah, what's the next thing we're gonna move towards? Maybe the listening party we had this weekend for Kenn, going back on that song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can honestly wrap up
So
there.
while Russia and Ukraine was trying to start a war for no reason. We call that over here Lil PP energy. You heard me, Lil PP energy.
Putin gonna send a missile at you.
Listen, hey, try Jesus, not me, because I shoot back. I don't. This Atlanta fool. But anyways, while they was doing that, and they was over there having that Lil PP energy, right here at Club JaeBean, you heard it here first. Right here at Club JaeBean, we was having a great listening party. It was blue.
Oh yeah, bro. The lights really pulled it.
The lights pulled it up. We had a great backdrop, a great listening party. We had an artist named Kenn, and he had a listening party for his new project called Intrusive Thoughts. Shout out to my boy Kevin Rodriguez for mixing and mastering it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Whoops, that was definitely
You
the wrong
messed
one.
up.
Yeah, there we go.
And then shout out to Tika for being in the promo video.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that came out. And we got to hear some good music. We had some good laughs. We had a good time. We enjoyed each other. And it definitely was good music. And everybody that's listened to it, except like one person, has loved it.
Yeah. Wait,
You know?
who didn't like it?
Oh, I'm not gonna name
Yeah,
drop.
man,
But they didn't say they
mic,
didn't
off
like
mic.
it. They didn't say they didn't like it. They just don't like.
Oh,
new
never
music.
mind. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like they're just like, I mean, and you just can't change it. You know how this new generation is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's NBA YoungBoy, they don't care about it.
Oh yeah,
But,
though.
yeah,
Let me- how do you feel about that
Man, I ain't gonna
response
speak on
back
that.
though?
I
Like,
ain't speaking on that.
I mean, honestly, not even the response. I think people are more so cool. What's the term I want to use? They're more so like overexcited about it just because he responded back so quickly to Dirk. To me,
I'll tell you
rap
what.
beef is all like rap beef now is already kind of lame.
I don't think you've been on the internet. It really is, like, I don't think you've been on the internet today. But Meg and Tory Lanez and
Yeah.
Academics been going. I can't wait to hear her mixtape because
No,
people
but
act
this is
like
the thing.
her like she's a top tier rapper, not female rapper, a top tier rapper.
But that's the thing. Like, were they dissing her music? Because I don't think any of them dissed her music. Like, I mean, what Academics said
I didn't
about.
say they dissed her. I said they going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm saying though, like, so what does her point of being a good MC have to do with anything?
No, I'm saying like I can't wait to hear this track because it's gonna
gotcha.
it's gonna be litty.
Yeah,
That's
I
one to
mean,
hear.
I'm not going to jump on anyone's side in the situation because one, I truly don't care that much because I'm not.
Man, I
in
do
their
care about
celebrity
domestic
life.
violence. Do not shoot women. But I'll say this: NBA YoungBoy, Dirk, and all them, all this back and forth internet beefing, and Megan beef. Elisa and Megan beef. There was actually a gun and shots fired.
Yeah, that's true. Like all of this, like young boy. To me, bro, why are you beefing and saying all this stuff while you're on house arrest, my man? Like you can't go anywhere. Like you can't do anything.
Yeah, you're sitting up.
Like why? You can't go anywhere, my man.
So I don't respect, I respect them as individuals and men, but like I don't disrespect. I don't respect what they're doing. Like you are too rich.
Exactly.
Men.
There's too many OGs in the game to keep letting this slide.
You both come from horrible backgrounds, and I know my grandma always said you can take the mule out the country. You can lead the mule to the water, but you can't make him drink. And that's true. But like y'all are both rich. Y'all both can set y'all families up for generation. Y'all both seen a lot of murder, a lot of dead bodies over the years. You're rich.
Like
and if you
why can't we just be two
and
rich
my man-
black men together?
And Dirk and my man, like, if you say you really love this girl like you posting on the internet, why are you doing something
That's putting her in danger. Or yourself.
We've seen this rap beef go too far before.
Yeah, and that's a headline I just don't want to read. I don't want to read a headline about another dead rapper. Like,
Dead
just no.
anybody.
Yeah, dead anybody. At that, yeah, definitely so.
Hey,
I don't
long
wanna
life
read
for
that.
everybody.
Please.
That's sad, you know what I'm saying? But like, it is what it is. But Ken coming up, and y'all got to check out Intrusive Thoughts because he ain't gonna be beefing with none of y'all.
For sure. Yeah,
He's a
like
quiet
truly
guy.
though, not to get too deep in on the album because I want people to go listen. EP,
listen.
but because I want people to go listen.
No,
to it,
we
but-
can get it. We can talk about this one. that their coldest nights song of the year.
Song of the year.
Song of the year. Period.
I mean, I can't say all that because to me it's an interlude, but it's beautiful. Like
It's not an interlude though. You can't. I'm telling you, if it's like
it's given
you
interlude.
can't say what it is if that's not what the artist said it was.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. I'm just saying
That's
it's given
disrespectful to his art.
interlude to me. That's my opinion on it.
Don't listen to it as that because that's not what it is.
Like, you know how like when you listen to an EP or album and like songs sound better within the EP or album, it within it the project, it's given interlude for me.
No, but, all right. So listen, the reason I understand why you said it because it's a short song because there's a lot of raw, real emotions within that song, and then he put them out. He recorded them, and then I was like, "Listen, guy, you're never gonna be able. I hope. Well, he might be able to recreate that, but like trying to recreate that moment that you had when you first made this song." You're not going to be able to do that. You waited too long to do that. And you missed that window to try to go back and record more. And like if you do, you're just going to mess up this what already is beautiful song. Like you can do something to it later, but like trying to add a verse and sing another verse, like when you don't have that raw like hurt anymore, it just won't do it about that particular situation. But the fact that it's so real, raw, and honest, the coldest nights, and that's what I love in music is real, raw stories that I can relate to.
Yeah, there's truly an art to this music industry stuff. Like, there's an art to making good music, and that's the reason. Like, I really enjoy the higher level and higher tier rappers like Cole and Kendrick and Ye. Like, they don't have to rap about shooting somebody or killing somebody. Like true, like one, that's not what they do, and two, you don't have to put up this facade about it and rap to me about it. Because one, I also don't care for that.
Shout out to Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying not to make it a Kanye fest.
No, I mean it's always the Kanye.
Yeah,
fest
letting
over
my
here.
fans, some of my fans,
I'm
them
baby
out.
yeah in the flesh, but like I get it. But I think NBA YoungBoy has good songs. I think Dirk's had.
Yeah, NBA YoungBoy definitely has good songs.
They don't. I'm not saying they can't rap. They're not top tier. I just like their stories. I can relate to, and I like it, and I appreciate it for what it is. That's the beauty of like music. It's art. Like they're honestly. I told my friend the other day. You know, I was trying to educate him about hip hop. There cannot be a GOAT. You know, you can have a favorite. You can have a ranking of who's the best and argue who's the best or who's in the best of rappers. But there literally can't be a GOAT because it's art. And if we're not here fighting about Picasso or Da Vinci, Da Vinci, like we can't sit and argue about Kanye or Jay-Z because it's their art, that it's the expression of how they feel, their experiences, and at that time, and this is what they made. You know what I'm saying? And it's like...
Yeah, I agree. We do too much trying to dispute and divide up greatness instead of just appreciating greatness.
All greatness.
Like, we do it with basketball, football, all of that.
Yeah, LeBron's not the GOAT, but he's great.
See, how you going to say, look, we're not doing this today.
Nah,
we're
LeBron's
not doing
great.
this today.
But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got to the point where, like, if we can have the – because I get bored sometimes. We can have the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe debate. We can have that.
They're getting much better.
Like,
they're bringing those back on ESPN right now, like Stephen A. and them. They're getting much better at making that interesting again. But after this top 75
I'm
stuff.
not going to tear down how great LeBron is to build up Jordan anymore. And I'm not going to let you tear down Jordan to build up LeBron.
And you don't have to. Like, I feel like both of their resumes can, like, just speak for themselves. And the thing is,
just one's
like,
better.
LeBron's still not done. Like,
that's true.
He's still not done. So, but All-Star Weekend though, that's something I really want to do one time. I have a coworker. She's been to like every national sport All-Star Weekend. She's been to every national sport like championship game, She's met a lot of the professional athletes. Like, she's been in some good.
I'm just gonna say this, my guys.
That's why we need a camera.
If she was at Super Bowl, all right, the week, not this past week. If she was at, because Super Bowl and All Star Weekend happened back to back. If she was at both, leave her alone, bro. And if she went to Cleveland, she's dedicated to her craft.
Yeah,
she's dedicated to her craft.
They were into very different cities. We'll say that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I could see. Your girl flew out to L.A. for Super Bowl weekend.
Shoot, I might fly out to L.A. Super Bowl. She better hope I'm coming back after I go to L.A. for Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, but I think it was a great. I think it was a great All-Star weekend. It was just that dunk contest.
Well, I was busy that night and with the listening party. So I didn't watch it, and after reading the reviews on Twitter and stuff, I'm not.
No, I went back. I went back and watched it. I
saw some clips on Instagram, and I was just like, that's enough.
They just missed everything, bro.
Well, I got to get to the point where, like, these are professional basketball players, and this is one of the most skilled eras there has been. Not saying it's the best, just saying they're skilled. They spend a lot of time on their jump shot, things that's going to work in the game. And it's really hard to stop in the middle of, like, practice or before practice to come in and practice dunks. If you want to keep the dunk contest, just hire professional dunkers.
Yeah, and see, Stephen A. had a good take on that.
Have a dunk competition. Because TNT used to have a dunk contest show.
Yeah.
Like, have them compete, the 50 best dunkers in the world, and have them compete for 10 weeks. And for 10 weeks, you can have a show. I need my check after all this. And you can have a show each week. And whoever goes, the 5 best get to go show out in front of everybody.
Oh, no, bro. Stephen A.'s idea was even more. Like, his was like, you go out and find these brothers out here on the street. And then you get sponsored by an NBA All-Star. So, like, not like monetarily, but like they support you. And they're like, my guy's going to win. So it keeps the players involved. And it brings these dudes into the spotlight who are off the streets to get to compete for money in a dunk contest. And we get to see much better dunking. And the players are still involved. Like, I think that's fine.
Well, you're going to have to get Nike involved. Nike, Team Durant. Like, same way they do AAU. That's all that is.
Yeah.
AAU with a dunk contest.
Most definitely.
Which AAU sucks.
Last thing, though, about All-Star weekends and Super Bowl weekends, that DaBaby fight on the... Why are you fighting me at a Stars and Strikes, man? Like, I know what y'all said on site, but not on the lane.
On site's 24/7.
It is.
But, like, listen here, man.
Not on the lane.
That's one of those guys I just don't care to talk about.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, I'm talking about the aspect of what happened, though. Like, are you on sighting me at the bowling ring? Not the bowling ring. At the bowling alley? Like, on the lane? Like, that's where you choose to fight me?
I didn't even watch it. Like, when they said, like, DaBaby's involved, like, I didn't even watch it. So I couldn't give an opinion or take or a care in the world.
No, I'm just saying, think about it. Like, literally on a bowling lane, you know how slippery it is on a bowling lane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not stepping out there to fight you. Like, that's just setting myself up for failure to lose. Like,
how did he go out there? Like, that's his fault.
So, like, the situation, like, in the video, it looked like he ran up on him and started trying to talk to him. And then, so many aspects about it are, one, it's Super Bowl weekend. You're out in Los Angeles at this bowling alley. And then you're going to try and on-site this dude with one of your friends. Like, dude, he's out here with multiple people, probably security. Like, think about the position he's in. It's dangerous out there. Like,
while we have been potting 14 minutes ago, Russia has begun attacking Ukraine.
Oh, wow. That is an interesting...
That is the stupidest stuff I ever heard, bro. And if you're in the military with a gun and you go out there and do that, like, you're just as stupid. Like, what? Like, come on, my guy. Like, what? So that's the problem with, like, the military. They try to break down the individual and build up the team. It's because they don't want you to think. Like, that's why. That's probably would be my issue of me joining the military. Because you ain't finna make me think. Like, I can think for us, but I'm always think for myself.
Yeah, most
And
definitely.
I'm definitely going to be that guy. Because I was that guy at Chick-fil-A. If we all walk out at the same time, he cannot replace this whole workforce
Bruh.
in an efficient enough time.
That's what I try to teach these kids is like
The power of
literally
the people.
anytime. Yeah, power of the people. Popular
but
sovereignty.
imagine doing that on on the battlefield, because I would definitely be that guy. Like, think about this, guys. If we go over there and mess with those Ukrainians that ain't doing nothing to us, I don't even know a Ukrainian. Like, those Americans.
That's where one of our posters came from.
Those other people, like the rest of Europe, the rest of the world, is going to try to kill us, not Putin, because they could have killed him by now, but they ain't nobody tried to kill Putin. They're gonna try to kill us. That's ignorant.
Oh man, yeah. If you look at it in that standpoint, I mean, a lot of people they're still gonna look at you and be like, well, no.
Well, now, like, as an American soldier now, I would be like, like I do have a just cause to go fight now, because they're just messing with these people, and I don't like bullies, and so like I'll go fight for that. That is a cause I can get behind.
See, the only thing I have to say about us being an interventionalist in this situation is because we all know what happens after war. Your country goes into debt, and we're in the middle of an economic crisis still.
First off, let's keep this real, bro. Ain't no such thing as nation debt.
I mean, yeah, like at the end of the day, these are all just some numbers that we're keeping track of. So.
That is a number to make. Like, there's no way there's anybody. The president himself can't keep up with all the spending and trading that America does. It's just impossible. So those numbers are definitely made up and inflated. And how we owe somebody a natural in debt because they have a natural resource. Like, God gave us that.
That's the point, though. I be trying to get to people like
I believe in government and a governing body for the people, by the people. Mm-hmm. That is something an idea that I can get behind. But I do not get behind the idea of like government. Like, it's just, we do government so wrong. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, I would
so
say as far as we've come as a people, we're not doing bad with how we're structured. We're not doing horrible.
As much as we know, we should be doing a lot better than bullying Ukraine.
Yeah, like we should be able to do better, but I just say that for what it is, we're not doing terrible. But my thing is like getting people to understand like half of the stuff that we're fighting about, or most of these problems in the world, are literally it all boils down to some sort of power struggle. Like, we're always fighting about some area of land or some stuff.
People ain't gonna like when I say this.
Oh, Lord.
A whole bunch of old white people fighting. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, like in office seats, yeah.
That, like, won't go to war. That couldn't pick up a gun, shoot. He wouldn't, like, you could take the president right now and put him in, but man, what?
That's why I like that post on Instagram. It's like these people in their political offices, when they have a problem, they fight it out. Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't you think that a country like us, we would want somebody who looks like presentable to like?
Well, here's the thing though. Back in the day,
not to say he's not presentable.
When you diss monarchies earlier, at least King Leonidas was gonna get up on that against the king of Persia, and we're going to fight it out. Mono to him. Mono. Like, yeah. We got a problem.
We're just more advanced than that now, though.
I mean, some people in Atlanta are not.
Well, that's when they pull out a gun now.
Yeah, like, but still, though, like, you two go duke it out. Like, what do you rush? Like, what do you really want?
They want Russian domination. And like to take back that land.
But they don't though. Like, that's the thing about they don't. They have Russian. There's a lot of Russian nationalists who think like, what? Like, why? I don't know, bro. It's just there's just too many bright minds in this world for us to be having wars.
Yeah, I feel the same. There's way too much going on.
A war you're gonna lose. Because if NATO can get them forces, like, you're going against multiple countries with multiple resources. So, like, I don't know, man. We living in some strange times. Some cold nights, bruh. Imagine being on that battlefield and your girl out there cheating.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you come back to a baby. She's like, yeah, remember we had him before we left? He's like, I was deployed 2 years ago. Oh, man.
That baby's black.
Hey, he walks in the house. He's like, honey, there's a nigger in here.
Nah, I don't approve of that word. But, like, man. But it's just like, I ain't gonna make that joke. But hey, I got a song.
But yeah. Oh, though. So yeah, we can wrap up there. So final closing thoughts for me though, before we bring on any outro music. Fans, anybody who's listening, audience, make sure y'all send us in some comments, send in some DMs about whatever y'all want us to talk about. We'll probably choose one topic every week to elaborate on. Just let us know what y'all want to hear from us. We hope you appreciate everything. Any closing thoughts for you?
Nah. I mean, besides like Ukraine, this is the
You about to play your war playlist?
I'll be telling my secrets. But nah, like, you know, my thought is keep thinking. Like, it's not my job to think for you. It's just my job to make sure you're thinking. Y'all go out there, think, educate yourselves, and just because that's the way your parents done it, the way you've always seen it done, doesn't mean that's the only way to do it. You know, go educate yourselves. Try to be in somebody else's shoes. And we don't have this problem. We don't have racism, nationalism. We'll understand all that's just ignorant because we're all God's people. And we all need each other. We are a big community and we're connected. And that's what the pandemic should have taught us, that we're all connected. And Ukraine, this is the song for y'all to be playing right now. Because, you know, don't be on no H stuff. Hey, you want this land back? Come get it back in blood.
Hey, it's been good, y'all.
Diversify, holla at you.